Hey guys, in this video is going to be for those that are moving to Denver, Colorado, and maybe you don't know anybody, maybe you're single, and you just need somebody to point you in the right direction of things to do, places to go, where to meet people, where to meet roommates, if you do meet somebody, at the end I'll tell you where to take them on a date. So if you're into that and you're interested in that, stay tuned. Hey, my name's Sean, and I love making videos about what it's like to live in Denver, Colorado, cost of living, neighborhood vlogs, everything like that. So if you're into that and you want to stay up to date on the latest videos that I put out, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified each time I upload a new video, which is about weekly. All right, I moved out to Colorado right after I graduated college, so this video is probably most appropriate for those between just graduating college up to about 35 now, mid-30s. And I moved here alone when I first moved out here, and I'm gonna tell you, if I were gonna do it again, some things that I wish I would have known and the knowledge I'm gonna bestow upon you. So first thing, if I were just moving to Denver and I didn't know anybody and I wanted to probably meet some people, I would go to the Rino neighborhood. Rino neighborhood is where I'm at right now. It's kind of new, upcoming, a little younger of a neighborhood, and it's got great breweries, it's got great restaurants, it's super walkable, super scootable. A lot of people scoot around on the Lime scooters here. Next neighborhood would be Capitol Hill. You could find a lot of more affordable condos. They're going to be a little bit older over in Cap Hill. It's a good neighborhood for roommates, but Capitol Hill is right in the middle of the city, and you can get to pretty much anywhere from Capitol Hill. The next neighborhood would be the Highlands. The Highlands is just north of the city. You actually cross a little pedestrian bridge to get there, but a little bit quieter side of town, but it has really great restaurants, really great boutique places, and again, it's super walkable, and it's a nice neighborhood that you can find a house, you can find a townhome, something like 3 levels with a great rooftop balcony, so you can watch the city, watch the sunset. Pretty cool. Next neighborhood would be Sloans Lake. Sloans Lake is another area that's kind of really been developing over the past 8 years, I'd say. A lot more newer restaurants are going in there. The restaurants that have been there are updating themselves, except for Lakeview Lounge. Lakeview Lounge is a great dive bar over there right across from the lake. But then you have US Thai, an amazing Thai place, and there's like a marketplace over there as well, and just you could bump into a lot of people over in that neighborhood. I'd say for the most part they're safe. We are getting in Capitol Hill some areas that are popping up with tents, and the homeless are you know, on the streets and sidewalks, but it's more like a street by street basis, and I always gauge the safety of an area because I'm not too concerned about me, because I'm pretty fast, quick, I'm out of there. But I always gauge it by if I would feel comfortable with my girlfriend walking a dog by herself at night. And when I lived in Capitol Hill, because I lived there for about 4 different times in 4 different areas, there are some areas that I'm like, no, I don't feel good about this. So, but you have to check it out in order to get that vibe, and everyone's comfort level is a little bit different. So when you first get out here, if you want to get a little bit of a Colorado experience, I would recommend first thing you do is you go drive up. It's Lookout Mountain Road. So Golden, it's a little town Golden right by the foothills, and it has a Golden City Brewery there. Not Golden City Brewery, Coors Brewery is right there. But you go straight up that road, it'll have a couple switchbacks, and you know, as long as it's not winter, you can get there in something that's 2-wheel drive. But you know, if you're going to be here for a while in Colorado, you'll want to get something that's at least all-wheel drive. I would definitely go drive up Lookout Mountain. At the top of it is Buffalo Bill William Cody. That's his grave site. There's a museum up there. They sell fudge. They have a gift shop and stuff like that. So it's cool, an amazing view. If you're looking for hikes, 3 hikes I would recommend to anyone new coming into town. One would be the Three Sisters Trail. The other would be the Mount Falcon Castle Ruins. And the third would be Mathew Winters Park. Mathew Winters Park goes right by Red Rocks Amphitheater too, which is something you should be checking out anyways. If not just for a hike, you can go do yoga there. People work out there, but also a freaking show. If we ever get to have shows again. It's COVID times right now. If you're looking for roommates, I would go, Craigslist is still going to be the best place. Just vet your roommates, go see how they live, how clean they are or not clean, and make sure you guys are compatible. If I see people that don't get along, it's usually around cleanliness and just respect, people call it, but maybe you should have vetted your person first to make sure that they weren't a freaking slob. All right, now I'll give you 3 places to go and hang out. So if you're looking for where there's going to be people, especially, you know, happy hours and things like that, I recommend 32nd and Lowell area, and that's the West Highlands. There's a nice strip out there, and it gets really lively at night. Same with South Broadway. South Broadway is one of my favorite places to go. There's some divey places, very trendy. There's a couple real small music venues, and it's a little bit more hip, a little hipster, a little bit more punk down on South Broadway. It's always a good time. And then the last one would be 38th and Tennyson, which is kind of like the Berkeley area, but from like 38th and Tennyson up to like 44th. It's a great strip. There's a lot of cool places there as well. A bonus area, Platt Park, Pearl Street in Platt Park. That's the south side of the city. A little bit older demographic there, not like old, which is a little bit older as far as like family oriented. They have a good farmers market, and there's a bunch of just really good restaurants down that way. Also say, if you're balling on a budget, because Denver ain't cheap and moving ain't cheap either, so if you're looking for some inexpensive things to do, check out, just Google Denver free days. So there will be free days at the museum, free days at the zoo. There will be all kinds of activities that you could check out, probably more post COVID times. But then there's also 2 art walks, and so they have the First Friday art walk at the Santa Fe Art District, and that's just south of the city. And then up that area that I was telling you about before, the 38th and Tennyson up in Berkeley, they have an art walk. There's just kind of started. I think they kind of copied off of the Santa Fe Art District one, but it's still cool because it's a cool area. So you can go check those things out. Now, if you want to meet people, all right, if you're on the dating apps, Hinge has been my best dating app. Hinge and Bumble, but yeah, Hinge is great. You can meet cool people there. And if you want to figure out where to take them, well, if you have a dog dates, dog parties are always an easy way to break the ice. But if you want to take them out and get food, which I recommend, I like Linger in the Highlands. I like Barcelona over in Rino. And also L5 is up in the Highlands too. Great view, kind of great scenery, great atmosphere in all of those places. If you have somebody that's down for a taco date, well, I'll tell you where to go. You have Machete's Taco, great tacos, great margaritas, tacos, tequila, whiskey, just like their name says, amazing tacos, really good margaritas. They have probably the best, their mushroom taco, one of the best vegetarian tacos I've ever had. And the last one would be TORCHY'S. TORCHY'S margaritas aren't as good, but it's I think they're from Austin, but they have a couple locations around now, and they're solid. And now, since I'm thinking of food, I'll tell you, French fries. I'm a potato lover. That's how I keep my mana. That's how I keep my strength up. Best French fries, no mystery, it's still Five Guys. Five Guys has the best French fries. But second, with a unique French fry, is ADRIFT on South Broadway. They have these volcano fries. They have really good drinks too. That's another place. If you're going to South Broadway and you want to grab a couple drinks, I'd go to ADRIFT. That's a good place. But they'll have good drinks and these volcano fries. So among all the other areas that I mentioned of like where to go, where to run into people, there's also like Denver cruisers. So Denver cruisers, a little bit younger crowd, more like 30 and under. I'd say it's all. I have some friends that still go and they're over 30, but there's Denver Cruisers, which is Wednesdays. It's just a bike group, and they'll have like a theme. They'll go out, have a good time. Bar hop, so people typically do a good amount of drinking when they go to Denver Cruisers, but always just good atmosphere, good people, fun time, kind of goofy, but it's cool. And then kickball leagues. So kickball leagues and rec leagues, they're big out here. I always think of them as like intramurals from college, but there's all kinds of leagues. Cup in hand, which means you're drinking while you're playing. There's some sober activities. Not everything you have to do is alcohol related, but normally the fun stuff. But check out the rec leagues that we have around the city too. That's another great place to meet people. If you're moving to Denver, you're single, alone, and you want to kind of find your way, I hope those are some helpful hints for you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified each time we upload a new video, and give us a like, give us a comment if you have been here and there's another place that you think that people should partake in just coming to the city. Maybe you have an experience that you want to share with us. Love to hear it. Again, this was just my input, my story, and yeah, again, hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you next time.